Hello, chess friends. We're covering Bughouse World Championship in the group stage in the challenger section. And we are partway into the first game of this match. Sorry, I didn't realize it already started. They started a little early. And we are watching PeriltheDragon and Tamrany versus bigmoneyburp and hagredion. These are two very strong teams in their section. Both of these teams are favorites to come out of the group stage, and one of these teams is probably going to go all the way. So we're probably going to get like at least second. So this is a very fun match to watch. Thank you so much for the subscription from Radon 4PC. Really appreciate it. Welcome on in. Radon, you missed the cutoff. Would have been nice to have you in this event. I think everyone breathing a sigh of relief that they don't have to play against Radon in Bughouse World Championships this year. Watch out for those night drops. I miss your streams, Radon. You haven't been streaming as much. Too much DJing, maybe. But welcome on in, Radon. Let's give him a shout out in case he streams again someday. Radon, one of the best 4-player chess streamers in the world, and particularly likes free for all. Let's play in Legion TD2. All right, so this king has been running. He's not in check, but the white king is pretty safe. So, okay, so this covers some squares that could attack his king. So this is a good defensive move as well as an offensive move. And you might even throw in like knight check to cover some more squares, but this king's still going to be in trouble. Okay, this again covers some squares. Yeah, and he's pretty dead here. Bishop check was pretty crushing. All right, so what happened? I don't see mate. Oh, this mate on this board. They've recovered. Okay. So mate on the Tamrany board. So our score is now 1-0, favoring hagredion and bigmoneyburp. But you see on the right board here, both of these players are over 2,000. So you had to be under 2,000 to start off in the challenger section, and after the qualifier, they're already over 2,000. DJing and other stuff. And annoyed at 4PC. Yeah, I've been annoyed at 4PC for a while. I want to edit the title. Oh, did I do this wrong? Let me see. Challenger Group D, bigmoneyburp plus hagredion versus PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. I think it's right. The title was wrong like 5 minutes ago. It had like an extra player in there, Kaiski 4. But I think I fixed it before I started the stream, and it should be right now. Okay, anyway, time is super close here. Is he waiting for a knight? He's waiting for a knight at h4, and the knight is pinned. Knight at h4 doesn't mate, but knight plus queen would mate. I guess the knight could potentially win a queen. So I guess the queen would be forced. Knight check, even if he goes down to h1, bishop check, has to go to a dark square, and then we can pick up the queen. But he's probably going for mate. I don't think he'll even take the queen. Okay, he just gets another piece in. Although we take that. I don't know about taking the rook. Probably should have knight checked first, so you could take this for free. Now rook is good. The knight squares are covered. So hagredion probably is breathing a sigh of relief there. Oh, I misspelled challenger. Where did I misspell challenger? Okay, I see. So let's fix that. Which one is right? It's spelled two different ways. Shoot. Let's see. Okay. Thank you for letting me know about that. You clicked the notification to let me know about the spelling error? Okay. Hey, Big Splat. Yeah, spelling was never my strong suit. I mean, nowadays with technology, you don't even need to spell. So I just like Google a lot. Okay, I picked up a piece. That's a free night for Big Money Burp. But he might be looking for more. Oh, I guess he didn't have the time to get more, but like if he hadn't played bishop, if he'd pawn checked when this became vacant instead of taking h6, then a knight would have mated. And a knight is still good for Big Money Burp. I don't see a knight forthcoming though. So he's probably gonna sack on the pawn and then take the knight. That's what I would do. You still want to take this free knight. Free knights are nice. And after all that, you can probably, oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, we can take that. You can still get that one. Well, now he has no blockers. This is, okay, he got the blocker. But I would take the knight, bishop back, then castle maybe. Something like that. Yeah, he should have exploited the fact that he still had no blockers to get this guy in the game. But now's a great time to castle. It would get the rook pin in this. Probably knight would come, or, okay. Well, this prevents bishop to bishop move. Oh, all of a sudden Peril the Dragon is on the attack. Attacking upon the attack. Knight or rook is very good for Big Money Burp. Base pin in the knight. I would leave that pin. Did he just, is that a free rook or what did he take something there? He probably did. Ooh, bishop in, or even pawn in at this point. I think pawn in was slightly better, because then you could have put a bishop on h6. But this is still pretty crushing. We could get this bishop back in, or just promote. Yeah, bishop out here is good, because if he goes over, there's a pin you can exploit. You can take the knight for free. So he really needs to put something in the way. And I guess there was just bishop back here instead of using the pawn. But this is pretty crushing. This is going to be mate. We can take the bishop and then keep going in. So our score is now 2-1, favoring Big Money Burp and Hagredion. Queen f8, check better. Queen f7. No, well, you want to take the bishop. He was exploiting the bishop pin, where the bishop could not take back. And if a blocker had come in, then there was bishop takes bishop. And then the king has to step over again. And then queen can take the blocker. I mean, it was forced mate. I think he played it well. Queen f7 was not the move. Oh, by the way, right before I started the stream, I was watching chess.com's coverage of, I forget what it's called, the Global Chess Championship, something like that. And like, I would say 2 minutes before I started this broadcast, they were like between games, so they were talking about the upcoming match, and they mentioned that last night, the Magnus and the other players were out at a bar in Toronto, and they were playing Bughouse, apparently with the Chess Bros. So some GM Bughouse going on last night from the top players in the world. Okay, so hagredion says no knight. Knight at c4 is what he's worried about. With the queen also in hand, that would lead to mate. Knight check. If king down, then you have bishop check and queen in. Yeah, so we're going to see mate. And any other place, the queen here is mate immediately. So if king here, there's two mates. There's bishop check and then queen in. Oh, this actually is not mate. Well, if he gets a rook, it's not mate. If he doesn't get a rook, it's still mate. That was not the move. This is still very hard to defend, but now at least it's possible to defend. This queen takes bishop. It's definitely a screw up, but it's still going to be mate eventually. They're up 10 seconds. His partner's forcing a rook. A rook is quite good. Rook in will lead to mate. So you don't even need to take the bishop. Rook in is forced mate. Yeah, rook mates for Tam. If he played that more precisely, he wouldn't have needed the rook. So c7, permanent weakness here. I hate that PeriltheDragon pushed the c-pawn. So that's the blunder in the opening here. We take that. And they look solid on the hagredion board. Okay, that hangs a pawn, but not necessarily an important pawn because you're probably castling this direction anyway. Stick a pawn in there. Or you could move your king. King f1 is fine. King f1 if you want to keep the rook file open. But if you don't care about the rook file, just stick a pawn in. I guess Big Money Burp is waiting for some trades. Okay, he's going to roll out a few moves. Pawn is probably good for him. He's down time though, so he can't wait for trades. Gonna cycle these knights to better squares. Here comes the h-pawn marching. PeriltheDragon getting safe. And I think Big Money Burp has sacked before to get this position, so PeriltheDragon and Tamrany, the beneficiary of some extra pieces. I'm still not sure why Tamrany is stolen. The pieces aren't that bad for his partner. I guess he's just letting his partner play some chess, but it's not needed. Okay, so this tempos the queen, also double attacks f2. This knight move seems pretty strong. Okay, he's opening up the rook file. Grabs the queen. Are we grabbing this knight? Grab the rook. Ooh, okay. PeriltheDragon sacked a piece. If you're going to stick a rook back here, why not stick it further away? Because now the king can take the rook. So I would have liked the rook on a1. Okay, rook mates for PeriltheDragon, and he is up 12 seconds. Currently attacking the queen. Now he's attacking the rook, and queen at f7 probably forces the rook. He can pre-move knight takes pawn. Okay, so this forces the rook next move, and that's mate. Nice coordination from PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. So our score right now is 3-2, favoring PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. Tamrany also above 2,000. PeriltheDragon was as well. I don't like knight takes. I think bishop takes pawn, maybe more precise, because if pawn takes back, you get the knight in, you undermine the pawn structure, but this is still fine. They traded queens. I think we can just, oh yeah, just take the free piece. That looks good. This is a nice move because there's some threats. Knight check, and then a rook would mate. Big Money Burp has asked for a rook. I don't think it's going to happen though. Time is too close. He's going to have to make some other plans. So is this knight move still good? I think the knight move is still good. Knight check. Because if knight takes, pawn takes, rook will come in. You could even play rook take, or knight takes pawn. Yeah, I would play knight takes pawn here. And let go of the queen. Can his partner stand a queen? I think he can. Okay, maybe not. Well, you don't take back. I would play knight out. Then your rook guards the back rank. Your knight guards this square. Okay. I guess he's going all in for the rook idea. But he's down a lot of time, so the rook idea is never going to happen. We can trade. Rook takes pawn. Threatens mate. Or you win a queen. Oh, but that's mate for Tamrany. Yeah, knight out here was like a critical move to get the rook guard in the back rank. Oh, they've accidentally gone into the random pool. They've aborted it. By the way, our score was 4-2. Favoring PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. PeriltheDragon was thinking of sacking, but maybe you can push this H pawn, get your rook involved. Okay, he's probably going to sack. And he doesn't take back immediately. He gets another dude in. Rook mates. Oh, knight here would have been much better. Try to force the rook. And now he's going for it. He is up time. Rook is forced. So there's one move to delay it. They've resigned it. My score is now 5-2, favoring PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. And this is the challenger section, so it is first to 15. Ooh, pawn falls. And maybe you try to get more pieces on the board, tempo the queen. Okay, he's just going for maximum safety. It's a very safe construction. Big Money Burp getting attacked. A rook would be good for PeriltheDragon. Big Money Burp also attacking PeriltheDragon. Rook good for him. Or he could... Oh wow. Yeah, knight's coming back in. Now rook mates for PeriltheDragon. How does his partner get a rook? Maybe just rook e1 to start off with. Oh, I'm sorry. Hagredion is not the one going for it. He's trying to prevent it. Oh, nice move. Prevent that. But he's got to hold it for 4 seconds. This is going to be difficult. He could stick another rook on d2, and if pawn takes, he has rook takes queen. Yeah, this is tough. Okay, he's getting his queen out of the way. And this is tough because now the threat is pawn takes. Ooh, okay, that forces it. They're only up by 1 second, but they're resigning it. Our score is now 6-2, favoring PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. Yeah, I hate this push of the c-pawn. Like, c7 is going to be weak the entire game. I think this is a hole in PeriltheDragon's game. PeriltheDragon gives up his queen. Going to give up another piece as well. All these squares are covered, so you could have just taken the pawn. Yeah, and this allows hagredion to get safer. I think you can just take with pawn. Okay, he's just leaving this knight. That's actually a smart idea because this knight is your friend. It's not doing any problems. Rook mates for Big Money Burp. That's a fun move. If pawn took, then queen could come in. Queen takes bishop might be good defensively here. Wow, that's a really strong move. Bishop takes knight. Bishop takes knight and then bishop in maybe. Bishop at f4. Pin the rook. Okay, this works. his mate. King takes rook. King takes knight. Then I think you can play bishop check and then pawn in. That's one possibility. This works too. This is mate, or just pawn in as mate. But on the other board, I don't think hagredion can live. So PeriltheDragon team wins that one with a great counterattack by Tamrany. Our score is 7-2, favoring PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. It is first to 15. Yeah, PeriltheDragon looks a lot better as white. Hey, Genghis Ryan. Yeah, but that pretty often happens in Bughouse, that when you're doing good on one board, you're doing bad on the other board. Because often there are trades happening that help one team and are compromising your position a little bit to get those pieces your partner needs. Oh, I would not take the queen. Diagonals are very, very good. So like pawn check, and then new knight in if he takes. Okay. So you can move this knight, or you can put a new knight in. And yeah, I like this move. What did they just? Okay. I'm not sure why they just resigned it. It would have taken a few more diagonals, but maybe they were up a lot of time. I was not looking at the time very closely. Tamrany on the attack. So, if he had pawns, hagredion would have been in a great position. Like pawn check and then trade the queens, get the king out at the same time. But as it is right now, Tamrany is on the attack and his king is quite safe. Ooh, I would have taken with knight there. So a bit of a blunder by PeriltheDragon. But his king is still pretty safe. Knight out is a possibility. Pawn check is pretty fun, actually. If he had a pawn check followed by knight out with discovered check. Okay, he's going for the queen. But now he's in some trouble. You can exploit this queen pin. Okay. Bishop takes and queen takes is probably his plan. Okay, now he exploits. Oh, that was a missed opportunity. Because you could have gone knight out here and gotten very, very safe. And now he's dead. Queen in. I guess knight in here, not quite mate, because the knight covers. Just pawn check, probably. Oh, this king is coming out to play too. Knight check. Take the queen. I would just take the queen here. Whoa. They've resigned it. Why did they resign? They were up a whole bunch of time. hagredion says, what? And what is the right answer? That was a huge blunder. They were winning this. They were up time. Knight takes queen. Makes big money burp pretty safe. And then he has real chances with this queen on c5. Even just playing chess. I mean, you can get your rooks in. You could push some pawns. They should not have resigned that. Oh wait, I guess it is over 11. It is first to 11. Yeah, I forgot. It's the open section is first to 15. So wait, is this over? No, it's 9-2 right now. So yeah, our score is 9-2, favoring PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. And that was a very weird resignation last game by bigmoneyburp. Oh, yeah, you want to cover G2 here. Tamrany on the attack. Maybe you give this up. Like, you can play knight in. Whoa, this queen is going to be problematic. If king moves over, just pawn check and you win the queen anyway. If queen takes, knight takes, you're threatening queen at e2. This was not the right answer. Because now you get the queen with tempo. This pawn check. That's a terrible move. Oh, I guess his partner made it immediately. But there could have been a counterattack coming down here with like rook check. So like you did not want to let go of check. Oh, queen mates for PeriltheDragon, but queen's not going to come this early. They're playing super fast now. My score is 10-2, favoring PeriltheDragon and Tamrany. This is match point. I think, is bigmoneyburp like tilted or something like that? Is that he was like pre-moving every move and his moves were not that good. But that's GG's. Bigmoneyburp says god awful. So final score is 11-2. Favoring PeriltheDragon and oh, I guess I have the username misspelled in the title also. It's Tamrany, not Tamrany. Honestly, I am gonna give an excuse on that one, which is in the calendar. People are misspelling a lot of usernames, and usually I just copy and paste from the calendar. So you can see the calendar here where it's misspelled. Anyway, I'll get that updated for the VOD. So it's correct there. Thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. We are gonna find someone to raid. Oh, it looks like they are streaming the 3-check championship. So I think we can raid that one. Good to have the variants continue. So this is the variants community series. Big Spot says usually can spell your own name right. Yeah, I'm not even sure it's the players that spell their name wrong. I mean, I think when things get transferred from the Google form to the calendar, sometimes there is a miscommunication there. Hey, Chesty Gens, thanks for watching. First time chatter. So we do have some matches coming up tonight. Let's see, what time is this? In about 7 hours, I'll be covering Sloam and Coffee Chess Jack James versus Heavenly Fraction and Plot and Pawn. That should be a fun match against some strong teams there that have some possibilities of winning the whole thing. I partnered Sloam, who is I think Metal Eagle, last night. And on Friday we have Blitzbullet and Little Plotkin versus Larso and Gana 217. Saturday we have a whole bunch of matches. Sunday we have a match. There's a lot coming up. Play the cool song. Well, I'm raiding out now. Sorry. Anyway, we're sending you guys to the three chess championship, or sorry, 3 check chess championship. So good to keep the variants going. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Bye, guys.